What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Jay Knows Nothing, and I'm here to give you my 2 cents about the game, the Sunday night game between the Bengals and the Ravens. Very disappointing for the Bengals to lose that game, especially in a particular fashion that they lost it. I tell you what, there was one key sequence of the game that pretty much did them in. I mean, sure, they had plenty of time to recuperate after that, but when they had the ball in the third quarter, it was first and goal at the 2-yard line. They drove the ball. I mean, they had a great drive going on. They were running the ball. They had a good balanced attack with runs, with Mixon, Pirine, and then also mixed in with a couple of clutch passes from Joe Burrow. And then once they got to the 2-yard line, it's like they forgot what got them there. Usually when you're at your opponent's 2-yard line, you go big man football. The Bengals decided to play finesse. They started to revert back to what was going on the first about 3 drives of the game, where they were basically 3 and out. Coach Taylor was getting cute with the play calling, trying to go sideways instead of attacking straight ahead forward on the defense. The defense was basically playing zone, cover 2 man, 2 safeties deep. So basically the 2 safeties deep will allow the defense to keep everything in front of them so they don't get beat deep. And that's what was happening with the Ravens last year. The Ravens is known for being a heavy blitz team, but in this game they played a whole lot of zone. I mean, they blitzed sometimes, but they didn't blitz as much as they used to in the past, or nor in the games that they had previously done by blitzing. So they reverted back to a lot of zone defense, and then also paying attention to Chase, making sure that he doesn't go off. And then with Higgins was basically, he was questionable to play, but he really didn't play because his ankle was hurting him, was still bothering him, so he wasn't able to be out there on the field. So that basically gave the Ravens, allowed them to pay extra attention to Chase, so they don't have to worry about Higgins. And they believe that they're fine with defending Boyd. So it was basically Chase, Boyd, and then you started to see a lot of Hayden Hurst. It felt like the Bengals in the beginning were trying to force feed Chase the ball by having him come out the backfield and running jet sweeps. But the best way to attack this Ravens defense is not moving side to side. You're basically playing into their hands. The halfback, they even had a halfback toss play with Mixon. Listen, every halfback toss play the Bengals have done this year hasn't netted them any type of positive yards. Each time they've been stopped. They either lost yardage or come up with no gain on the halfback toss. So maybe that might be a play that they might want to just put to the back burner for a while. But getting back to that first down and goal on the 2-yard line, they should have played big man football. They went shotgun, they spread the offense, and the first play, it was like a rub. So they did like Chase rub the defender, and then Hurst basically cut to the outside towards the goalpost to score, but it just didn't happen that way. Second down, they tried the Philly special with the reverse and try to have Boyd hit a man in the end zone, but the Ravens were all over that play, and Peters basically knocked him out for a 15-yard loss, which was absolutely nuts. Then the third down play, they were able to get back down to the 2. And then on 4th down, they went for it. Now, in hindsight, when you have those collection of plays that were so unsuccessful, I believe kicking the field goal at that point would have been a better play. At least then you have points on the board. They try to shovel pass, having Morgan come through the middle, try to spread out the defense, but it was like the defense already knew what was going to happen. They blew that play up. And then Coach Taylor on the sideline was trying to get a hold of Collins. Apparently Collins missed an assignment. Even if he got the assignment, I think the assignment would have failed anyway. I mean, if anything, if I'm Collins, I'm telling Zach Taylor, how come you didn't allow us to man up, play big man football? We got down there by running Mixon and P-Ryan. How come we just couldn't use the first 3 plays, or even just keep it simple? Don't overcomplicate things. Play big man football, first, second down, or first down. Line up all your big men, go for play action fake. Second and third down, run it. Or even quarterback sneak. Give your offensive line an opportunity to show that they can dominate and move that defensive front. But the Bengals walked away with 0 points in that whole sequence. And to me, I felt like that was basically the game. Yes, the Bengals did have a potential game-winning scoring drive, but they left time on the clock. They left 2 minutes on the clock. Enough for Lamar Jackson to just run down the field on the Bengals. And once you cross the 50-yard line, you're in Justin Tucker range. The dude can hit it from like 6. He set a field goal record last year with a 67-yard field goal. So anytime, once the Ravens got beyond the 50, I already knew the game was over. And lo and behold, the game was over. Play big man football. Get that running back. Get one of your tight ends as a fullback and run it down there and run it in there with Mixon and P-Ryan. You got 2 powerful running backs. Not even giving them a chance to even try to run it. It just fell through and basically costed them the game. And we have a good defense. The only thing is, this defense just does not come up big. It's a good defense, but it's not the type of defense that's going to close out a game, because 3 times we could have been able to close out a game with the defense, but Pittsburgh won with the game-winning drive, the Cowboys won with the game-winning drive, and Baltimore won with the game-winning drive. All last-second field goals. Defense has been holding the opponents under 20 points, and they haven't allowed a second-half touchdown, and that's key. So it's the Bengals offense that need to get it together. I thank you all for tuning in to Jay Knows Nothing. I appreciate you all. Thank you.